It's Tuesday. You're running a game tonight, but you forgot to prep. You've considered winging it, but your players are expecting to confront one of the villains you've been building up to.
Nope.
You don't want to let them down, but the final confrontation just isn't ready. Well, don't worry, I've got your back. This is Tuna's Canned Encounters. Fresh, ready to use, and guaranteed nutritious for hungry gaming groups. This time, we've got a can of Stampede and Camels. You know, the creatures from the long-forgotten back section of the monster manual that no one looks at until the paladin tells them that they're summoning an elk or the druid says that they wild shape into a sturge. Yeah, those camels. Something spooked these mundane beasts, and now they're rushing towards the crowded market. As our heroes spend the day shopping, they notice that the market is particularly busy with townsfolk going about their business. Mothers and their children gathering the daily groceries, young couples out on dates, various traveling merchants trying to make a deal. Over the din of the crowd, one of our heroes just barely manages to pick up the sound of a dull roar. As they look for the source, they quickly realize that the culprit is a herd of camels. Chasing after the herd is the herder, begging someone to help stop the stampede but to not hurt his precious camels. Seeing this, our heroes leap into action. The rogue tries to get people out of harm's way, while the fighter and the wizard prepare to confront the stampede. The ranger, meanwhile, takes to the rooftops in an attempt to gain control of the lead camel. The rogue's work is slow going as people seem to be in too much of a panic to do things orderly. The ranger jumps down and lands on the back of a camel, but misses the leader. He still manages to steer a good portion of the camels out of the way, but the rest are headed for the market. The fighter rushes forward and manages to wrestle a couple charging camels to the ground, while the wizard brings the rest to a stop with her magic. As the crowd slowly realizes that disaster has been averted, they begin cheering. The city guard move in to get a handle on things as the camel herder finally catches up. He thanks our heroes profusely for not killing any camels and offers them a small reward. A carriage pulls up next to our heroes and outsteps a well-to-do noble from the area. The noble praises our heroes for their selflessness and tells everyone that their actions should not go unnoticed. He turns to our heroes and says that because of their work today, if they're willing to spare the time, then he has a business proposition for them. A stampede can be quite dangerous. It's a good thing your party just so happened to be in the right place at the right time, right? This is intended to be more of a narrative encounter. This means that the rules can get a little wiggly here. We want the characters to shine more than have a by-the-book challenge here. You can 100% play fast and loose with the rules, but tell your players that that's what you'll be doing and be fair about it. If someone wants to try grappling multiple camels the way the fighter did, let them. If a magic user casts something like the second level spell Web, then rather than end the combat in one move, let the webbing remove 1d4 camels from the stampede per level of the spell over second. Work with your players in the moment to come up with something that lets their characters show off, but that also won't trivialize things. One final thing to consider here, the cost of a camel is 50 gold. If your party happens to kill any of them, then hopefully they have the funds to pay for them. If they don't, well, that noble will still be willing to make a deal with them, it'll just be more in the noble's favor. Now go forth and spring a stampede of camels on your party, almost anywhere. If you liked this short encounter, then a like and subscribe would be appreciated. If you have suggestions, questions, or ideas that you'd like to see an encounter for, then you can find me down in the comments below. With that, thanks for letting me talk at you all.